Mattoon here. Hey, Christy Mattoon here from Mind Rewire. Let me get my other video going over here. Hey, there we go. Christy Mattoon here from Mind Rewire. Super excited to be here with you morning. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to my Rewire, or if you're on Instagram, follow. I appreciate that because it just helps my standings. I want to talk today a little bit about Christmas and the holidays and all the stress that we go through and put ourselves under, because the holidays can be really hard on a good year, but on a bad year it can make it even worse. Right, so just at coming into the season, people get themselves revved up and you get yourself all balled up into a knot of stress. And so I want to talk about ways that maybe you can help yourself to stay out of that stress load and to feel a little bit better. And it'll just make your whole life easier. Like, it's not just for Christmas, this is for the whole year, and it's for basically the whole span of your life. So, think about what makes it harder. It's the issues you've been through, it's your past, it's stuff that's happened to you, it's people. Usually because of the time of year, we start thinking about people that have been in and out of our lives, or maybe there's an ongoing situation that you're having that causes stress or an issue. And so it's how you handle those. And we hear that all the time. It's not what the issue is, it's how you handle it. Well, how do you train yourself to handle an issue differently? How do you train yourself in such a way so that situations, when they arise, don't attack you and don't come up into your system so hard it's like a surprise attack, right? Sometimes I think about the person that's talked about, they're kind of spring-loaded, and you never really know when they're going to have we used to call it a street reaction, right? They would just go off the deep end and have this reaction, and you're just like, whoa, what on earth just happened? Well, that's usually your subconscious mind talking to you, right? It's your subconscious mind, and it's that little trigger that came up and something that just tipped you over the edge. And what really happened was it sent you spiraling back into your past, and it brought up information that maybe you're not aware is there. You might not be aware why you get triggered like that, but all of a sudden it sends you into that reaction. The holidays typically do that to people. So, it's not what's happening around you, it's how you handle it. Here's another way to understand this. What's happening around me right now? I'm going to tell you a little story. So we just been in one area for a couple of years, and now we're kind of switching that up again. And going into this new area, we had the perfect situation, and it is a perfect situation. I'm actually really excited about it. And we get to this area, we get to this place, and the heat goes out in this house, like heat goes out, which is not unusual, right? It's cold here, and so heaters come and go. It was the heat, it was the water heater. So we have no heat, we have no hot water. And then the very next morning, my battery on my Jeep went out. I'm just like, whoa, what on earth is happening? And so the lady who owns the house is so beautiful. She's so kind to us. She's like, you can come shower over here. You can come stay over here. Like, there's empty rooms. Come do whatever you need to do. And I was like our stuff is here. I don't really want to be where my stuff is. And I want to be, because I'm comfortable, right? I made myself a little nest and I'm comfortable. So I didn't want to leave my situation. But she was super kind about it. And so we go shower over there every day and whatever. But she's like, I don't know how can you stand it? Like, it's cold. We have little space heaters here and there, but we drag them with us like dogs at this point, because, you have to take your space heater with you to stay warm. And I'm just like, no, it's fine. Like, it's just a situation. It's just what's going on. Are we a little uncomfortable? Maybe. It's kind of like glamping. That's what we're calling it at this point, is we're glamping. So it's kind of fabulous or glamorous camping. And, we have electricity. So, I can heat water and I can do things like this. So it's not so horrible. But it's how you're handling it. It's what you do with it. And it's actually in your system. It's where your chemicals are. It's where your vibration is. If I can stay up here and hang out up here in a good vibration, no matter what goes on around me, I'm still okay. And that's kind of what I've trained my body to do. I've trained my body to stay in kind of in a situation. It's not even kind of. I've trained it to stay in a situation where I'm just pretty stable. I am sure there are things that could happen that would show up at some point and throw me off for a few minutes. But the goal is to be able to bounce right back, right? Get right back into your rhythm as fast as you possibly can. And if your system is trained that way, it gets easier and easier to do. So it's all how you tune yourself. What are you tuning yourself to? And you have to think, You have to think in the whole realm, the whole gamut of everything around you. What do you listen to? Who are you talking to? Who you're around, right? What do you do in your free time? What are you doing to keep your mind in that space where you just feel better all the time? Even when you're sick, even when you're not feeling well, how do you make yourself feel better? Because those chemicals in your body are healing chemicals. They will actually heal your physical system, right? So if you can stay there, if you can train yourself to stay there, everything starts changing. It just does. It's the way the body works. So basically, that's where I'm at right now. Christmas season. What is this? December 15th. No heat, no hot water. My Jeep is fixed. So hallelujah on that. So, you know, staying out of the guise of stress inside my physical body, even though the world around me is stressful. Does that make sense? So you have to train your body to do this. Now think about it. If you're already under stress and then you add more stress on top of it, that's when life totally derails. The stress we're under inside this house right now, if this had been, say, 10 years ago, would have laid me out. I won't even lie about it. I would have been a train wreck. I would have been screaming at people, get this water heater fixed, get this thing fixed, get this over here. And honestly, the poor little man that's fixing the unit thingy downstairs that runs the heat, he has a certain name for it. He's Hungary? He's from Hungary. And he speaks great English, don't get me wrong, but he forgot to order things. This should have been done like 4 days ago. Then it should have been done 3 days ago. And then it should have been done actually today. It should be finished. And there's still parts missing because he keeps going, oh, I forgot this part. I'm like, all right, well, here we are again. We're glamping. We're still glamping. I'm like, okay, we're still glamping. It's all right. So that's how I have to handle it. How do you tune yourself to that? Again, listening to things that bring your vibration up, keeping your mindset, find a place. We in therapy, we used to call it a safe place. A psychotherapist, psychoanalyst, what this guy was. Years ago, when I was told that I was bipolar, when nobody looked into my past to see what was going on and nobody looked into my life to see where those ups and downs could be coming from, they just said, oh, you're bipolar, here, take medication, right? So figuring that stuff out, got rid of the diagnosis, got rid of all of that stuff. And well, I forgot where I was going with this. What I found out basically is that when you can stabilize your system at that higher plane, and they taught us, this is where it was, they taught us to find a place, right? Call it your safe place. That's what they called it. Go to your safe place, go to your safe place. But nobody ever said stay at your safe place. And it wasn't about the safe place. It's about the vibration. It's about the feeling inside your system. So what we do is we go to the safe place, find the feeling, feel it, feel the vibration, feel that energy rise up inside your system, and then you have to hang on to it, right? You could repeatedly go to your safe place and go to your safe place and go to your safe place and never walk away with anything but a good feeling in that moment. That's not what we're after. We're after holding on to that safe place and then locking it into your system, right? And it's not about the safe place where it is, what it is. It's about how it feels, and not how it feels. It's how it makes you feel. And if we can raise that feeling up in your system and then train it into your cells, you get a home run. You get to relax. You get to drop your shoulders. You get to go, oh, thank goodness. And that's really what we're after, right? So if you're one of those people that know about the safe place, it's not about the place itself. It's about the feeling it gives you. And we want to train that feeling into your system. All right. So that's basically what I do. I help people train that feeling into their system and learn how to hang on to it and hold on to it. All right. So you can contact me for more advice about that. If you want to play with it, go to your safe place. Find it in your system. Bring it up big, right? See it, smell it, taste it, hold it, touch it, be in it. Be there by yourself. It's usually easier fending through your own energy than it is other people's, and then hold on to it. And then when you open your eyes, find that feeling and walk around with it. You have to keep it inside your system. It's not just about the brain. Every cell of your body has information. And so we want to train that into every cell of your body. All right, time to run. Got to go. Have a great Christmas. I hope it's a blessed holiday for all of you. And I will be talking to you again soon. If you need me, you know where to find me, mindrewire.com.